The name Octavia since Laurent has been resurfacing in the world of TikTok. You know how TikTok will rediscover an older story and everyone starts to lose their mind like, oh, I didn't know this. That's been the rabbit hole of Eddie Murphy. But today, we will talk about Octavia since Laurent, whose story is about much more than the Eddie Murphy scandal. We will get into her life, her tragic end, and, of course, the people she exposed and what it meant for the community then and now. So, I have a very good story for you guys. Get your popcorn ready. But before we dive in, hey friend, welcome to my channel, where we deep dive and break down the most iconic stars throughout history. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. If you're already subscribed, turn on your notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's start with her childhood. Octavia was born on March 16, 1964, in Brooklyn, New York. Her life was a whirlwind of controversy, talent, and ambition. Since Laurent identified as a trans woman but insisted on proudly claiming, absolutely, when asked if she were a man, leaving many speechless. Born with an unusual hormonal imbalance that saw her producing more estrogen than typical for someone assigned male at birth, Octavia's unique biology only added to her mystique. In a 2009 interview with Peter Wallenberg, Octavia elaborated on this hormonal imbalance, saying, each human being is born with a certain amount of hormones. Every man has 30 or 40% female hormones. The rest is male hormones. If you don't have enough testosterone, of course, the female hormones are going to take over, which was my case. Growing up, Octavia found unwavering support from her parents, who accepted her identity without hesitation. My parents were amazing, Octavia said. People thought I looked like a little girl, and my mother would say, this is a boy. Octavia's dreams of stardom were deeply rooted in her family history, with ties to the legendary Louis Armstrong, who was married to her grandmother, and a mother who sang with Sweethearts and the Crystals. Music was in my blood, she said. I want to sing. Singing is everything to me. My uncle was Louis Armstrong. My mom used to sing with Sweethearts and the Crystals. Aspiring not just to be famous but to be somebody rich, Octavia modeled herself after supermodel Paulina Porizkova, determined to climb the ladder of success based on her looks. She admired Paulina deeply, saying, look at all these models on the wall. Every one of them is gorgeous, every one of them is beautiful, but every one of them has their own look. This is my idol, Paulina. If that could be me, I think I would be the happiest person in the world just knowing that I can compare to Paulina, to stand next to her, and to take pictures with her. I admire her, the red hot fire of hair and the beauty. I think if I could just be on TV or film or anything, I'd do that instead of the money. Of course, I do want the money because I want the luxury that goes with it. I want to be wealthy, if not wealthy, content and comfortable. I want to be somebody. I'm somebody. I just want to be a rich somebody. I want to be a star. Simple as that. I had nothing to do with this. I didn't do this. It was done for me. All I did was enhance it. That's all. My father always says, if you're going to do something, do it all the way. Do it well or don't do it at all. Her journey to the top began in the vibrant New York ballroom scene in 1982, where she became a sensation, especially in the face category. Often strutting to Diana Ross, she swept away her competitors and captivated audiences with her presence. A central figure in the iconic 1990 documentary Paris is Burning, Octavia captured hearts and minds, later securing a small role in the 1993 film The Saint of Fort Washington. In 2006, she starred in Wolfgang Busch's How Do I Look, considered the spiritual sequel to Paris is Burning, under the name Heavenly Angel. Octavia since Laurent's life was as dramatic and scandalous as any noir film she could have starred in. She faced relentless police harassment and arrest simply for wearing gender non-conforming clothing. Despite being targeted, she never wavered in her authenticity. In a candid 2009 interview, she laid bare her philosophy. I don't know if you know this, but I'm very open about my genderism. I'm always willing to educate everyone who feels different and help them understand that you've got to love yourself. Octavia's identity was a defined blend of masculinity and femininity. I'm a very powerful man, and I've always used the beauty of a woman and put them together. It's gotten me quite successful through the years, and it also kept me alive. Basically, I love who and what I am, and I wouldn't be anything else. Her unapologetic stance shocked many in the transgender community who couldn't grasp why she didn't aspire to be a traditional woman. You know, I am no woman. I don't want to be no woman. I stand up and piss in the bathroom. I don't sit down. You know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be a woman, just beautiful. Despite her natural femininity, Octavia credited her masculinity for her survival. It's my natural masculinity that gets me by, and people don't pay me any mind because my ways are so child. Please. People see me as feminine naturally. Most queens overdo it, trying to be a woman. Her transparency earned her respect from her community. My whole neighborhood knows that I'm a guy, and they know I'm a guy from me telling them. She recounted one time when men in a car politely pulled over and asked her, "Excuse me, we heard that you're a man. Are you really a man?" She said, "Absolutely. When you stand up for yourself like that, people respect you." Living in a time when being openly gender non-conforming was dangerous, Octavia experienced brutality firsthand. When I was in Connecticut, I used to go and talk at colleges, and I used to explain to them I came from a different time, so everything was hard. Today, living as a girl is not a big deal, but then, honey, cops would arrest you just because you were a boy. Her accounts of jail time were harrowing, saying, "I've been to jail a couple of times just because someone said, 'That's a man.' They treat me like the damsel in distress at first, and then all of a sudden, when they realize I was a man, they come right back and say, 'Put your hands up behind your back. You're under arrest.' But I'm real. I'm here, and nothing can push me aside. Nothing can change what goes on in this world. This world is for me too, honey, and they have to understand that. It's reality. You understand? When I take off my clothes, there's no pads or towels falling from my hips. They are my hips. My measurements are 36, 28, 36. None of my girlfriends have my measurements. I have a right to be here just like everybody else. See, their problem is they don't want you to know about me because, first of all, I get too many hard looks. Simple as that. The only reason why they keep girls like me in the closet is that I'll change everyone's way of thinking about our lifestyle. Personally, I think homos are the most creative, intelligent, and the most social people out there. Yes, we make mistakes, but they make mistakes too. This is me, you understand. No, I'm not a woman. No, I am not a man. I am Octavia. I am a girl with a little extra. I'm extremely emotional. I'm extremely sensitive. I love myself for what I am and who I am. I'm beautiful. I'm talented, and there's no woman out there that can stand next to me. And if they can, bring it on down. Despite Octavia saying she is a boy, she still liked to be called her and she, especially during balls. She remained honest with people who didn't know but did represent herself as a woman in her professional and daily life. Women don't go out of their way because they are women. I went out of my way because I wasn't, and I felt that I wanted to be the best I can be. This was not a game for me or fun. This is something that I want to live. Hopefully, God willing, when I reach my 40s and 50s, I would look beautiful for a long time, and my kids will grow up, look at me, and say, "Wow, she's beautiful." Tragically, Octavia's life was cut short. After a prolonged battle with cancer, she passed away on May 17, 2009. Despite her passing, her impact and legacy continue to resonate. That's the story of Octavia St. Laurent, whose life and legacy have left a lasting mark on the world. Her courage, talent, and unyielding determination to be true to herself continue to inspire countless people, and her story is a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the life of an iconic star. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, stay fabulous, friends. And hey, did you know Octavia once said she would love to be a star like Diana Ross? Let's keep her memory alive by sharing her story and celebrating her life. Catch you in the next video.